Okay, let's kick off. So, yes, we're recording. So, really, really warm welcome to everybody. I wanted to bring what I can only call a superstar to the screen today. This is Jessie Fuller. Jessie is one of our consultants from the Sussex district and also one of our team developers. And I wanted to bring Jessie on because you'll all remember back in March, we took a session into your team training meetings around if you look after the members, the results look after themselves. We'd recognised that nearly 75% of our new members could often be members that were coming back to give us a second chance. But we also recognised that with commitment not always being where it needed to be, that they weren't necessarily getting off to the best start and they weren't staying with us. Now, Jessie, I know you were in that regional day when we delivered that training, and you almost wanted to, like when we start food optimizing, you want to test whether free food you can still lose weight. You went out there, didn't you, right? And you thought, right, I'm going to take this training and I'm going to absolutely apply it to both of my groups. Can you tell us the sort of changes that you went away and made around returning members, members who've been members before and were giving you a second chance? What are the sort of things that you went away to do?
I really identified that with my return, and they just, like you just said, Claire, they weren't getting off to the best start, and the results showed it as average of £1.7 for returning back on the first week. And I had to really dig deep into what's going on because I felt pretty confident with my new member talk, and I had feedback on it, and it was all okay. But there was things with rejoiners that weren't 100%. And I'll be honest, I think it was that I didn't feel brave enough to not confront them, but talk to the members and be honest that actually I could see that things weren't given in the best start and I weren't keeping them. So I decided that actually the first aspect was talking to my social team because it can be very easy to have a ninja Slimming World member come in. They come in, jump around the interest table to pay, wait, and go out the door. That was straight away, and I knew that's the first thing. So spoke to my social team, explained the why. They were fully with me and guiding anybody who got up to pay to come and find me. I think then it really sort of tailored the new member talk to the member. So obviously many members have done it before and they still needed that whole new member talk because it's changed, as we know, with the new key messages. But it was really tailoring it to them and really getting that commitment phrasing, the changes are going to be needed, and to the group, the image therapy. And I think laying that foundation down and really being okay with it and watching my process, which is going to be key, really, really helped members see actually he's right. And so many members just said to me, I needed that. And that's where I found the biggest changes were. And then it's the follow through. It's all right having that lovely new member talk, but is that practical learning? Are those key messages coming in members in their first 6 weeks? That's one of the things I identified that actually that my questions were okay to a degree, but the practical learning wasn't as where I wanted it to be because the results weren't showing it. So it's something I had to evaluate and review myself to make sure my questions are on point and they're knowing that they how to food optimize because they didn't, some of them, especially the rejoiners, because I thought they knew it, but they didn't know it. And it is going to be the member support in the first 6 weeks with the food diaries. And it will be, I'll be honest with you, support calls. I've been doing them now, especially in the first couple of weeks. 5 minute call, booking in with a member, chatting through midweek, and it's helped so much. It's built my affiliation with them, again, stronger. They feel their belief in food optimizing is just through the roof. And again, they're just seeing the results. That's for the new, obviously new returners and new.
Fantastic. And you said about the food diaries there. Tell us a little bit more about the change that you needed to make with that. Because sometimes when people have done it before, it's like, oh, I don't need to do it, or I'll enter it in on the app. Tell us what the sort of changes that you made around your language with the food diaries.
Yeah, I think it come back to the research. So when I went to the food diary, I really got that message in. It's about being from a beginner to an expert, and it's about building your confidence with food optimizing. And I think I was just really honest with members and said to that members who complete 4 food diaries lose more weight than that's added than those who don't. And research shows in that fabulous first week, members of that strong start are more likely to obviously have a stronger start, lose more weight and get to target quicker and stay there for life. And I think they recognize that actually what I was saying, and it's in the book. It's 55 years old, as we all know. So they knew that actually we've got the knowledge and we knew what was delivering. And I think I followed through. It's the follow through for everything we
Yeah.
do. It's like making sure that if one doesn't come in, I joke around saying, I will be in touch. And it is. And it is also going back to the members instantly. They love the feedback. They need reassurance. They want the reassurance.
Yeah, brilliant. And I know you said that you've got one particular member that stands out for you, who was somebody who'd been a member before, came in to give us a second chance. Can you tell us about that member and the incredible results on the back of the changes that you've made that she's seen?
Yeah, she was really nervous. She's been a member a couple of times for me, and she struggled many times. And she just come back for the. She messaged me, said, "I'm nervous this time." I said, "You'll be fine." So really reassured her. And I said, "Let's have this whole fresh chapter as a back to basics new member talk." She sat and embraced it, and weighed her and everything at the end. She was nervous because she did say it was the heaviest she's ever been, and I could feel she was very uneasy with that one. So she went away, contacted her the first week to make sure she was doing. She was doing okay. She loved the food diary, knew it needed that commitment. She come back in, stood on those scales on the following Saturday, and she was in tears. It blew her away. She lost 13 pounds in that first week,
Oh,
and
amazing.
she, yeah, and she said, "I've never done that before." And I said to her, "What's been the biggest commitment to change?" And she went, "It's going to be the food diary." And she said, "It's going to be really thinking about that I need to do this 100%." And since then, she's done incredibly well now. She's been with me a month. She was slim of the month for August. She lost 1 stone 1 as an average, but now she's up to 1 stone 8 in 4 weeks. And her golden rule is the food diet for the first 4 weeks and just food optimizing 100% and belief in
Absolutely.
herself.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And of course, guys, we've got members that I'm sure are going to be returning after their summer holidays. They might have taken a break. And I really want you to stop for a moment and think, what might you need to change in your approach to those members that are giving us a second chance at the end of the day? You know, is there anything there that Jessie has shared that you're now thinking, actually, yep, I need to go away. I need to change. I need to say something different. I need to strengthen my messages in my new member talk. I need to strengthen the practical learning in image therapy. And actually, those members are going to need a little bit more support. Let's not assume that because they've been members before that they know how it's done. Now, Jessie, we had a little look at this morning, but I think it's only fair to say the results say it all. So let's just have a little look here at your results on your new member weight loss. So there we have it. So this was obviously your week where it dipped to an all-time low, I suppose you could call it. And look at that, since April all the way coming through, even peaking there. Can you remember what your average weight loss was that week, particular, Jess, on about July time?
It was, I ended on July at 4.9. So April was
Wow.
1.71, May was 2.8, 2.5, June was 3.6, and then July was 4.9, and then obviously August was 4.7. So it's above the four. And you can see it's not been just a dramatic, it's been a steps, gradual progress
Yeah,
and small changes, and
yeah,
have brought that forward. So I want to keep it
yeah.
above the four and
That
a half.
you you get in there and you're really great, which I love. And I guess we can't stop there because I know what this has always also led to is higher retention in this group for you. Tell us, you left the Oscars in the summer, inspired by all those dazzling diamond consultants walking off the stage. So where are you at with your diamond award then for the year, Jessie?
Yeah, so as of last week, I've done it. I'm up to month 8 now of diamonds. So I've got 4 months to go. And it inspired me because when I'm seeing the winners come off stage, I was like, I want some of that. And I didn't realize it was lucky enough a lady in our district, I think her name was Jane, she just got Diamond Award. And I was like, oh, I didn't know much about it. And I come away, looked at it and realized I was, as of June, obviously 5, 6 months in. And now I'm hurtling my way towards the year. So fingers crossed, I want to get
Wonderful,
that
wonderful. So
high.
just remind us of what the criteria is.
Yeah, so to have a minimum of 60 paying members coming through every single week, there will be. You need to have your retention at a minimum of 85% retention over the previous 2 months to keep that there. So that will be for
Fantastic.
12 months, so Slimming World year.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see you walking off that stage next year with your dazzling diamond award. Jessie, I can't thank you enough. Guys, if you want a piece of this, if you want to see your new members getting off to the best start on week one, your attention flying, and you also reaching for those Century Club awards, I'm going to ask you to take a real good listen and go away and really think about what is it that you could change. Jessie, thank you so much for your time.